County man has been charged with felony child abuse following an investigation into injuries involving a 4-month-old child. The Vicksburg Daily News reports 28-year-old Matthew Barnes turned himself in to authorities on December 16th. That's 3 days after the Warren County Sheriff's Office was notified about an infant with multiple broken ribs. Barnes has been charged with felony child abuse and was ordered to have no contact with the victim. Child Protection Services has placed the child into protective care. By the way, his bond has been set at $20,000. It's